Hey, what's up,
Going on,
everybody?
I was digging that music.
Oh, thanks. Why does it say the stream has ended? And there we
I
go.
was falling asleep.
Fix that real quick. What's up, everybody? Um, Welcome to this weekend's live broadcast. We are, as you can see, we're all hanging out in the woods here,
Except for Dustin.
except for Dustin, which apparently you're just slaughtering chickens.
Yeah, well, that rooster it pissed me off. I went to feed it and it went at me, and I was like, you know what? I think you're going in a pot, son. And I have not had a single chicken bleed as bad. I mean, it got on my face, it got all down my shirt, it's all over my shorts, it's all over my boots. That and I smell like diesel fuel because I've been fooling around with that flamethrower today.
Okay.
And I had big hopes, man. It worked great for the first couple minutes, and then it started just something's going on.
What
I'm
kind
gonna
of
contact
flamethrower
X
was
Products
this?
tomorrow.
I got you. Okay. Well, cool. Yeah. So there's not really a specific topic here today. We're just kind of hanging out. We're coming off of a 7-day ban from YouTube, so our subscribers are finally getting to see our faces again. We got banned for a video that we posted that featured opticsplanet.com in it. You're not allowed to put a .com in the description of your video, a splash screen on your video, if they sell firearms or ammunition. And it was an honest mistake.
Or knives, both arrows.
Yeah, we were at Optics Planet's booth at GOA, and so we were introducing Optics Planet in the video and splashed their logo, and did not realize that opticsplanet.com was in the bottom. So yeah, they got us for that. They'll probably get me for saying opticsplanet.com. Who knows? Their rules are
Go
just
say it.
getting stupider and stupider. But yeah, so we're back though, and we got some cool videos coming. We got some really cool content with hold up displays coming, and then I did a coyote hunt that we'll hopefully get to complete this week. That's also going to be a upcoming video with a DNT optic that we used. But yeah, what's going on with you, Dave?
Well, so since you bring up keeping things YouTube safe and
Mhm.
not being able to use .coms and specific keywords, Dustin, I got a chance to use the Knockpix Lumi last night, and that thing's dope. I kind of almost want to hang on to it. It's thermal. We'll just say it. It's a thermal monocular, and I was trying to find like wildlife out here in the woods last night, and then I threw out some corn, and then they came running. So, it was pretty cool going through all the settings. They have like 5 or 6 different color settings. Where everybody kind of knows thermal by like the predator vision. They have that as well, but there's also other like thermal types where you can do red hot, green hot, white and black, black and white. So there's some really cool settings. So I'm hoping I got some really neat footage. I got to go back and review that yet, but that was really cool using that out here tonight. And I know I'm hoping I threw some corn out behind me. Deer have been walking around me this whole time, so hopefully some deer will walk up behind me today. I've got some I got one eating about 10 yards to my left right now, but if I turn the camera, there's a tree blocking it, so I can't really show it. So, but yeah, I'm up at the shooting range. The shooting range is behind me, so you can see the pit there.
Yeah, nice.
I didn't get a chance to do any shooting this weekend. We had a bunch of projects we needed to do up here, so I just had a weekend full of projects. So
Very nice. And so what about you, Dustin? What you up to this weekend?
Like all day was just cranking out hot jobs because it's really nice up here right now. So lots of heavy lifting, lots of starting shit on fire, killing. I just came in saying, hey, we're thinking about maybe like a half hour or so. I was like, all right. And then I realized, oh shit, I don't have anything set up in the basement. So this is like,
that's
it's
all right.
cooler down here.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Yeah, I know
Nice.
I don't know if this is gonna be like our last like good weather day. It's about 80 where I'm at.
Okay. Yeah.
So which is that's high for end of September here in Wisconsin. So
Let's see.
yeah.
It's really nice out today here in Georgia. Obviously I'm sitting outside and not sweating profusely, so it's let's see. It is 80, it's 81.
nice.
But yeah, I'm in the shade, so it feels like maybe 75, I guess. Nice breeze
Sure.
too. My family and I just got back from a little fishing trip / cabin trip this weekend, and my kids got to do some fishing, and we saw a freaking crane, like a legit crane, and dude, those things, like, I've never seen one super up close before. They're incredible. They're absolutely incredible. Blew my wife away that she got to see one. But yeah, we had a good weekend in the woods.
We Dustin can probably vouch for it. The crane, we have the sandhill cranes and stuff up here. They're like rodents. They're all over the place.
Yeah,
I hear
awesome.
they're delicious.
I hear it's a $10,000 fine.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in all the fields. Like a lot of our fields around us have like low spots in them, and water gathers there, and they love like just pecking away at that area. So you see 3, 5 in a field at one time, and while you're fishing, they like fly really low over top of you, and you feel like somebody's like gonna clobber you with a table or something because you just get a big ass shadow. It's unnerving.
Wow. So we're getting some comments here. Somebody said cranes are delicious. What's up, Lefty? Tyler?
Yeah, Nate. I was gonna say, Nate, you're gonna have to probably control the comments. For some reason, when I scroll and look, it stops with Josh saying howdy.
Yep.
So,
Okay. Hey, Josh, how you doing? Xavier's in here. Let's see who else we got.
oh, that's because it doesn't go down; it goes up.
JW Outdoors is here. Ammo Alchemist is here. Yeah, a lot of familiar faces.
All right, I got to figure out.
Cool.
I'm a retard. JW says ribeye of the sky. I love it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we can start off by asking those of you who are in here if you got any questions for any of us.
Yeah, on this gorgeous weekend.
In the comments.
Yeah. I hope the there we go. Oh, that makes it a little easier. Thank you, Nate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope everybody's having as good a weather as we are. And also, I think this is the first time we've ever gone live on a Sunday afternoon. So I don't know if everybody likes this time. I don't know that we'll consistently go live on a Sunday afternoon, but let us know what you guys think of the time frame, I guess.
Stephen Ryan asked, what fixed blade is your go-to? I can actually fucking answer that. Give me a second.
Oh, you got him excited now.
That's funny.
I'm actually in my room. So knives aren't against the guidelines, right, guys?
I don't
that I know.
Knives are. Yeah, you can show a knife.
So this is the Becker BK7. It's custom. So
didn't we Cerakote that one?
It's robust. Yeah, the blade is Cerakoted satin aluminum, I think, and then high vis orange. Because why the crap do people camouflage their knives?
Like, so you can lose
it
in
not
the
be
woods.
If you drop it walking around, I could see this bitch from space, people. But no, it's held up really good. When you originally get this knife, it's got a coating on it. It's to create it from reflecting light. The problem I find is if you do anything with wet wood, it holds that pumice in the grain of the coating, and then when you put it back in your sheath, it enters it exposes it to moisture. It's a high carbon steel blade. It's not stainless, so it does take a lot of upkeep.
You need to take care of
this
it.
Thing is this thing is like the epitome of robust. Like, I mean, that's almost a quarter of an inch thick. So, and I have moved some wood with this thing. Comes with a pretty cool sheath. You can thread it along your belt horizontally or vertically. It's got Molly on the back, and it's got an extra little pouch here. I got a little fire kit here, and yeah, this is my go-to, the Becker BK7.
Nice. What about you, Dave?
Got that nice.
What was I was enamored with Dustin. He was so excited. I got into
your go-to like bug out bag / EDC
knife
thick blade.
Mine right now. I'm sure there's going to be people that have problems with it, but I have a K-bar.
Dude, K-bars are awesome.
Yeah, I know there's guys out there that just vehemently hate them, but I think for everything that I would need it to do, I think K-bars for me was the way to go. So that's what I have.
Sure. Which one did you go with? Which manufacturer? Is it the actual branded K-bar?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
With the leather. With the leather grip.
Yeah. I know Camillus made some of the originals, and a couple other brands when we were having to pump them out to get them into the hands of our soldiers and stuff like that. During, I think it was either the Korean War or the Vietnam War, and so there was a bunch of manufacturers that were making them. So I've got a Camillus.
Well, I've got two local makers that I have a bunch of their knives. One of them is Roland Cutlery, and he makes a bunch of different bushcrafting knives, and I probably own at least a dozen of them. And then there's another one who's local, good buddy of mine. His name's Chris. His name of his company is Osprey Knife and Tool Company. And if you haven't checked out his knives, you definitely should check him out on Instagram, Osprey Knife and Tool, as well as Roland Cutlery. So Tim Roland, who owns Roland Cutlery, he's a 5-star chef. That's where he started out, and he was attending Blade Show one year here in Atlanta, and he was challenged to make his own cutlery knife. And so he did. Now, imagine a 5-star chef with high-level intelligence getting into knife making, now designing knives for chefs. This guy makes the most incredibly balanced knives, and he specializes specifically in Japanese cutlery. So, the Japanese have about 180 different knives that they use. Like they use a different knife for steak than they do for eel. And and he knows how to make all of them. He's an absolute total genius. Osprey Knife and Tool, used to be out of Cumming, Georgia. He's now out of Tennessee. He's close to Chattanooga. I think he's like 45 minutes outside of Chattanooga. But yeah, I know both of those guys personally, and they're both amazing knife makers. Like, you try to find the flaw in their handmade knives, it is almost impossible. And they can make 3 knives of the same design, and you can put all three together and you would not be able to tell the difference. He would be able to tell you the differences, where he made mistakes or there were slight adjustments, but to the amateur like myself, looking at those knives, they all would look identical. Both of those guys are absolute G's, amazing knife makers. So I mean, Osprey Knife and Tool he makes more fighter style knives. He was in the Army, so he designs more military style knives. But Tim is kind of very well rounded. He specializes in the cutlery stuff, but he makes all kinds of really cool EDC stuff and bushcrafting stuff as well. They're both on Instagram. Check them both out. They're good friends of mine, and they definitely deserve a follow. I think there's probably good if you're a knife enthusiast and you peruse through their libraries of available models, you'll probably end up buying one.
I saw a comment in there real quick. Josh, yes, we did get the photos of the range day with you wearing the shirt and our challenge coin. I appreciate that. Thank you for sending it to us. I'm going to use that in some content in the future. Just haven't we've been so swamped. I haven't been able to do much there. So, and then somebody asked if we're all in the same state. Dustin and I are, but Nate's down in Georgia, and Dustin and I are up in Wisconsin. So,
Yep.
And right now, Dustin and I are in very different parts of the state. So,
Stephen, welcome to the channel, and I'm based out of Cumming, so just up 400 from you, and these guys are over in Wisconsin, in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. We met 2 years ago, I guess. About 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years in the spring.
We
met or started talking to each other.
Yeah, we started talking to each other. Well, I think I had commented on one of y'all's videos, and then Dustin came over and started watching our channel and commented, and we started a discourse, and it just went from there. But yeah, we're like best buds now. We like talk every day.
Yeah, we do. Sometimes more than
I legitimately talk to Nate more than I talk to my own mother sometimes. It's funny you said if you're knife enthusiasts, there are 7 in line of sight of me right now.
Yeah, I have a problem too. I literally in my bedroom, I have a whole Rubbermaid bin full to the brim of knives and then every now and then I add 1 or 2 to them, and my wife's like, "Why do you need this many knives?"
To cut shit, babe.
Yeah. You never know. I'm gonna need one. You're gonna need one. The kids are gonna need one.
I got the answer.
What's that, Nate?
No, I was just gonna say I know why Nate has a Rubbermaid full of knives. It's because his mom took Tylenol when she was pregnant with him.
Yeah. Well, not just Tylenol.
He's got the chism.
There was other things too. But yeah. So that was a great question. Anybody else got any questions for us?
I saw New York Gunner was on here, and he was excited. He caught us on a Sunday afternoon live. So again, if you guys like this time, let us know. Not that I'm saying I would consistently do Sunday afternoon lives, because I'm typically busy on Sunday afternoons, but this was kind of a unique opportunity. So,
what just happened? Oh God!
Nate, quit pushing.
We're live, guys.
There we go.
We're live.
This is my Kyle. First time. Jesus.
Can you tell it's my first time hosting?
Hey, you're doing great, Nate. I'm actually glad I don't have anything to do.
Oh, that's funny.
So touching back on your bin of knives, do you have any Frost Moras?
No.
Because let me tell you, this little $12 knife, man, I have beaten the absolute bejesus out of these things, and they just hold
Yeah.
up. I have 4 of them. There's one in each of my cars, just because. Well, this one was 12. I have one that was 6, but they're high quality, high carbon steel. They're nothing pretty, but they fit in my hand just fine, and they're sharp as crap straight out of the box. This one's actually my son's.
Yeah, I've got a plethora of different makers. Some of my White River knives. I've got some of those. I've got a bunch of CRKT stuff, obviously, because that's what we carry at the shop primarily. Um, I've got Benchmade's, Microtechs, Spyderco's, pretty much all the big guys. I've been an avid collector for a long time, so I've got a plethora of all the well-known knives out there. But more recently, in the last 4 or 5 years, I've steered more towards getting private or not private, but custom knives made by local makers, and I find that those actually turn out to be my favorites. Another really good one here out of Dahlonega, Georgia, is Alpha Knife, and he is an amazing knife maker. He makes some pretty killer stuff. So he made this like sick ass katana with hamon across the blade, and it just looks absolutely next level. And so I asked him, could you take a katana and make me like a 4-inch or 5-inch blade, EDC fixed blade, but have the same shape as the katana? And he was like, yeah, I can do that. And dude, that's one of the coolest knives I own. He also made me a matching hatchet and pry bar to go with it. So I have all that in my bug out bag.
Cool.
Heck yeah, man. Steven, bring it by. R.I.P. Snoop Dogg. Are we missing something?
No,
Did
I'm
Snoop
looking into
die?
that right now, Nate. I can't find anything that says that was real. I was like, how did I not hear about that?
Oh yeah, right.
Somebody's reading the tabloids.
That's
Well,
funny.
there was a hoax a year ago that he died.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still young, man. He's only 53, so
Easy.
He's still
It's
young.
yeah, he shares a birthday with a family member of mine.
Nice.
I just found that out because I was like, "What? Snoop died? No." For Rizzle?
For Rizzle. Cool. Dustin, how the paint job's been going?
Good. That exhaust that we had to do. Well, I'd do them again for $1,000 freaking dollars because they were such a pain. Like getting all the nooks and crannies, dude, bro. And that paint is so thin. So thin. So I had to really, yeah. It was that exhaust was a real challenge, but we got them all painted up. They look good after I blasted them and recoated them. I figured out that it's got to be. I had to have missed some kind of contaminant on the metal.
Yeah,
because it was those 4 pipes and they're all over the place. So I didn't have any. Like my ADHD was just like, bro, please.
That was not a new set of pipes, right?
No, they were brand new.
They were brand new.
Never installed. Yep, brand new.
Yeah, so they might have come coated with some oil, as a protective measure.
Probably some soybean oil. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's what most car parts come coated in now, which is funny because I am so hypersensitive to the smell of soybean oil because it just makes me want to vomit. And I didn't smell it on it, but you live and you learn.
Yeah.
Just blast the shit and get it done with.
Nate,
Yeah.
what's
To
the head
gas them
count
off.
looking like for the range day? That is a very good question, Alex. I'm not sure. Ryan knows that number, but I do know we've seen some recent people sign up. So I know we've got at least 25 or so. And then Shaw Armament's going to be out there. Right to Bear will be out there. And for those of you who don't know, we're hosting a range day on October 4th, so next Saturday. From the range is going to go hot at 10. We ask that everybody be there around 9:30 to set up. You can bring your own tent and table if you'd like to stay out of the sun and just make it easy for you to stage your guns. But we'll be shooting from 10 to noon and then taking a 1 hour lunch break and then shooting again from 1 to 3. There's going to be a bunch of cool guns out there: suppressed, full auto, SBRs, old school relics, World War II guns. There's going to be a lot of cool stuff out there. And what ends up happening is everybody starts sharing each other's guns throughout the day, and it really turns into a fun day. So if you have next Saturday free and you want to come out and join us, go to our website. It's thekingofcamo.com. Sign up there. It's $50 a person, and yeah. Oh,
Hey, Nate.
how do you kick somebody out of the chat?
So the three dots. So upper right hand corner of the comment, the three dots, and then you can put them in a timeout or block.
Okay.
But Nate, did you hear from Don't Call Me Radio?
I did not.
I was texting with him yesterday through Instagram,
Yeah.
and he was expecting your package, the knife.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, dude, you're gonna be blown away. You're gonna be excited about that knife. So
Yeah. I don't I don't know when it's supposed to be there. I think it should have arrived
he said he
yesterday.
was expecting it yesterday.
Yeah, it should have
So,
arrived yesterday. So
but
yeah,
I
I mean,
didn't. He didn't text me or send any photos of it or anything. So I don't know if he got it or not.
let me text him right now because I do have him on my Instagram.
We did have
Did
a
you?
question earlier. Is Osprey going to be at your parking lot deal?
He is not. He is so busy. He's such a busy dude. He's working for another major knife manufacturer, helping them with their handmade knife making on the side. So he's going to be busy probably. Um, plus, it's a bit of a drive for him to come out to the event for just a couple hours.
I was looking for that.
All right, I just text him. We'll see what he says. Very cool. Yeah, on some other news, Ryan had a baby last Sunday. Wait, no, the Sunday before that. So 2 Sundays ago, Ryan had a baby girl, and so he's a daddy now and experiencing all the joys of getting no sleep. And
Somehow
yeah.
he's gonna get more bald.
Well, now the grays are going to start coming in.
Oh, that's right.
No, he's just going to lose his eyebrows.
Yeah, congrats to Ryan, man. And I got to go visit the baby twice, once in the hospital and then the following week after. And baby's super healthy. smiling in her sleep, and just a little angel of a sweetheart.
That'll
And
change.
I'm still blown away by this, dude, because I had my kids like 15 years ago. Um, they have this baby bassinet that's like robotic, and
Oh
it
yeah.
like moves up and down and side to side. And when I saw that thing, I was like, holy shit, that is
Oh,
the coolest thing in the world.
but if you're thinking like, where was that when my kids were young? The
Yep.
problem with it is you're going to spend $400 on that thing, and it'll only work for 1 week, and then after a week they want nothing to do with it. And every device we ever got, swings, the motion stuff, it didn't matter. After 1 week, they wanted nothing to do with it. So you would have hated that investment, I bet.
Um, I want one for me. Like, I want an adult sized one. That thing looks amazing. That thing looks amazing. I mean, I have a video of it, and I don't know why they haven't come to market yet, but they should be making these. They should be making these things for like adults. That thing is incredible. I
Well,
would
they
totally
used to
buy
have
one.
water beds.
Yeah, water beds.
No, I'm good.
uh,
Not throwing up in my sleep. Thanks.
yeah.
Uh,
Water beds are great till it's time to get it on. And then water beds suck. You can't get any good leverage.
Don't you just get the wave going and work out the timing? Let the bed do all the work for you.
I was never that smart.
uh,
Oh God, Lefty says,
so
"Isn't that a sex swing, Nate?" No, I don't want a sex swing. I want one of those things to sleep in. It's like being in the car. I imagine that when cars are fully automated and you don't have to keep your eyes ahead and hands on the wheel, and they can actually drive themselves, I'm just gonna say goodnight to my wife and go get in the car and get it to drive me around till morning.
yeah,
I sleep the best in a car.
I just realized I'm standing under a cluster of oak trees and acorns are falling. So I'm
Nice.
probably going to get drilled with one.
Nice.
At least that damn crow moved on.
Blue jay, and
Was
yeah,
that a
at
blue
least it's
jay?
not. Oh, 100% it was a blue jay. That asshole. Yeah, I don't know. It was
Talking about
it was up there.
when I was up there shooting
Yep,
when we were filming up there.
yep. That was a blue jay.
That dirty prick would stay quiet right until we turned the camera on, and I was like, ah, ah.
Every time Dustin tried to speak.
So here locally we kind of have some big news incoming. One of the biggest gun stores in town closed down.
Ooh,
They're right down the road from us. They're one of the only two places with an indoor range in town. Um, and it recently closed down. Freedom Mill. I think I may have mentioned it to you guys last week, but there's been a lot of talk around town about this gun store closing. A lot of mixed opinions. A lot of people blaming the local government for making property taxes so high. And putting so many restrictions on businesses that it's literally putting people out of business. And it's funny, I was talking to somebody who worked there, who had also a different opinion, basically about the owners and the way the shop was run. Personally, I hate to see a local business, go under. Um, I can understand, like I'm sure you can, Dave. Being a gun store in today's day and age is
not
not like
easy.
it used to be. Used to be you could get a lot of foot traffic in your store, a lot of people wanting to come put hands on the guns that they're looking to purchase. But now with the internet and all these deals that are available out there, people seldom visit the gun store anymore, but to pick up their transfer, and
Right.
from a really smart businessman's perspective, Dave, I want to ask you, like, um, what do you do to stay in business right now?
Well, it's just a matter of diversifying, and then obviously the marketing is a huge part of it. You got to let people know that you're still there, you're still doing things. Otherwise, they're going to forget about you. But diversifying. If you just sold guns, how many times have we had that conversation, Nate? If we just sold guns, nothing else, you couldn't keep the doors open because those margins are between 5 and 10% at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so there's just not a lot of money in it there. But the services are still a big aspect. If you're able to offer the services that your customers need, number one, and then also offering quality service. So having yourself a quality gunsmith like Dustin uh, to complete all the tasks for whether it's the tiny jobs because gun owners are such a wide range of new people that have never even turned a screw on a optic before that needs their stuff at least bore sighted so they can get on paper, all the way up to the experts that they just have troubles finding parts or they need a specific part made for the gun that they have. So just offering those other services, the Cerakoting is the big deal. So really just offering a lot more than just guns.
Yeah. Yeah, I've found myself investing in stuff like optics and knives, everyday carry belts, AR parts, flashlights, things of that nature, to have people coming in not just for guns but for everyday carry gear as well. Um, y- you know, it, it's tough because if people aren't buying guns, then they're also not spending four or five, $600 on gun paint jobs either. And
Right.
so that has it's been a tough year for us in regards to that because we're primarily a service shop. We don't stock a bunch of Glocks and Sigs and Smiths and Rugers and so forth. We primarily perform services at the shop. So, custom paint, laser engraving, gunsmithing, that kind of stuff. And we've even recently added, signing people up for training as well. We don't do the training ourselves, but we have an outside third party that does our training for us. Dynamic Precision Group, and they're awesome. Zach and Allie out of Cleveland. The Zach is a former SWAT captain, and Allie used to shoot for Volquartz and Terran Tactical, and she's the head of the Gainesville PD training team. And they both together, husband and wife, started a training business. And that's actually, if you've seen some of our recent videos, they on the range, they've been at their range. So that's another thing that we've added, was you know another service to kind of touch on that, because just the other day I had a customer come in. He actually lives in my neighborhood right down the road. We're neighbors. We just met each other for the first time in my gun store, and he was buying his first gun, a Glock 45, and I asked him if he had any formal training, beginner pistol class or anything like that, and he said no. And so I recommended that he sign up for a class and get better acquainted with how to use a firearm, but also, like, to be safe, right?
Right.
Um, that's one thing that Ryan and I talk a lot about, and I think how we differ as a gun store from a lot of the other, brick and mortar stores. we actually care about our customers. You know, like we want to see them do well. We want to see them be safe and carry the right way and have all the knowledge that they need. You know, too many times have I seen a gun store just sell a gun to make a sale. But we kind of delve a little bit deeper, and we like to ask our customers, you know, what kind of training they've had, so that we can help them get, you know, better acquainted with their firearms and firearm safety. I know
Right.
that Dustin offers classes through you guys, right? Do
Sort
do
of.
you,
I
do you
do. We make the contact at the store, but that's I'm off doing my thing with that. Which now that you mentioned that, Nate, um, Dave's been on me about, well, not really on me. I don't want to I don't want to make it sound like he's beating me up, but
I
he
want to
may
be on
have
you.
mentioned a time or two or 37 that I should start putting some of my instructional stuff on YouTube. So um I got it set up with Restream. I started a bunch of new accounts and trying to get all that. Getting started is a lot, man. I don't think a lot of people understand. They think they can just grab a phone and be like, YOLO, and then they're a star. And it's like, bro, like I've had to set up so many new accounts and this is on stuff I already have. I have to change it. Like I'm still waiting for Facebook to approve my live stream and all that stuff. So it's been a project, and I'm very grateful that Dave's there to kind of go, no, you're a fucking idiot. This is how you do it. In the
Exactly how
nicest
I
way
feel, by the
possible.
way.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
So
funny.
um, I'm kind of I'm gonna shamelessly beg that some people go over to get some dirt time and start subscribing and I've got a bunch of content already. It's shot with an old laptop and it's grainy as crap and just horrendous. Yeah, safety training with sexy mates, exactly right. Um, but it's the information's good. I may revisit some of the stuff and shoot outdoors where the lighting's better and stuff because what I know now from when I was making videos is a huge difference. So,
Right.
and what really put me over the top is the guys in the chat that are always like, dude, where's this channel? Why aren't we getting this information? And it's like, well, nobody wants to really listen to me, but apparently I was
That's
incorrect,
not
and
true,
these guys
Dustin.
are.
I'm gonna be second to say, because I'm sure Dave has already said this to you. People do want to watch you, and you know what? If I can give you any encouragement, you are entertaining, you're funny, and you have a lot of knowledge, so people will listen to you. And I think personally, you should go ahead and make your first video and just do it. You know, like just dive right in and work
Yeah,
out the kinks as you go along. You know, your real subscribers aren't going to care about that as long as you're being genuine and you know, consistently putting out the content.
yeah, and there's another company that we're working with that I'm kind of frustrated with because every time I watch their stuff, I'm like, who are you trying to sell this shit to? An 87-year-old FUD? Like, update your material, and I want to be able to roll with the new trends. I'm not going to say stupid shit like skibbity in my training and stuff. I'm not drinking that much of the Kool-Aid, but
In
like
Dustin's defense, he
that.
just learned the word skibbity yesterday.
um so somebody was like a skibbity toilet or something, and they kept saying it's a Glock 19 skibbity toilet. I want a skibbity toilet Glock 19. I'm like, bro, you're wasting your breath and you're typing because I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. Those two things. The toilet doesn't get skibbity until after I just wrecked it, so I don't know what you're talking about for Glock 19. So, but yeah,
um, well, Josh, and Suns Out, Guns Out both said that
yeah, just
they would love to watch you. They've learned a lot from
yeah.
you, so um,
Well, I appreciate it, guys. It's gonna be coming. unfortunately, in my personal life, I don't have a lot of time to do a whole lot. So I'll do as much as I can when I have opportunities, and then just kind of like slow play them out so you can get that dopamine hit throughout the
Yeah.
week. So it's not like
We're
anime
gonna
where you get to watch one episode and then you have to.
Well, I can tell you that I also, I the first person I call when I have a gunsmithing question is you. And you always have an answer, or some kind of reference, something to look up, or some tool to use, something you have something to offer. So I think you starting a gunsmithing channel, and offering tips, how to, talking about firearm myths, all kinds of stuff. You would be a great candidate for that kind of content.
I appreciate that, Nate. I'm gonna do my best. That's
You got that dad voice that you can make somebody feel like a real idiot. What are you
I
doing
was
this
worried
for?
about putting everybody to sleep. Like
uh,
this chunky
so
mush mouth is gonna. I listen to him when I need to go to sleep.
so spell get some dirt time. Is it get some like
It's get
SUM?
underscore some underscore dirt underscore time. It's I just wanted to call it dirt time, but there's like 9 channels with variations of it, and they all suck balls. It's just like
Okay.
it's just like some guy like shooting a 12 gauge and going, yeah, that worked, and it's like, oh, okay.
Get some dirt time. 4606. Is that you?
Yeah, we can go with that.
Yeah, that's you. Yep, I see you.
Is
in the
it
video
Smoky
too.
Mountains?
Yep. Yep. All right, I just subscribed. So you now have
appreciate it.
93 subscribers.
Nate, are you able to
Holy shit, I
drop
have
drop his
I
handle
have
into the chat?
93.
Yeah, let me do that.
I have
real
93
quick here.
subscribers. Last time I checked, I had 72, and that was like 2
There you
years
go.
ago. Okay, so
Moving
if you
on
want
up,
to subscribe to Dustin's channel, I'm gonna put it right here in the chat for you guys. Get some dirt time. Go follow his channel, man. Give Dustin some love and help him get a good kickstart to his channel.
Yeah, I'm on that same handle's on Facebook as well.
Is it on Instagram?
I need 60 more subscribers to be able to go live on that. I don't even have 100 subscribers on that.
Let's see. Dark Corner says, "Send me a green dot for a PSA dagger compact so I can do a review."
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah, we do the reviews.
Yeah.
Thanks, but we're good.
Call China.
Yeah, call China. Olight will send you something.
Yeah. China's good for sending out stuff.
Thanks, Radio.
China.
I appreciate that, buddy.
Oh, is Radio in here?
Yep.
Yeah, he just said sub sexy. So
all right. Well,
I hope
Radio
he
did.
Me.
He texted me back. He said it's at the office, so he'll get it tomorrow.
He's gonna love it. It's gonna make his week.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate that, buddy.
Oh boy.
All right. Let's see here. Go through the chat, see if there's any more questions. Sanchu asks, "Are you single?" None of the three of us are single. You think these kinds of sexy humans would be single?
Yeah. I don't know if anybody heard it before. That's why I turned my camera. A buck was 10 yards to my left, just snorting at me. and so I turned it to try and get it. And then, of course, there was about 10 or 15 other deer with it. And then they all took off.
Oh, that's funny.
just rodents up here.
I don't know how I'm
good
gonna get
stuff.
this smell out of my armory.
Of your dead rooster.
It's gonna, this room's gonna smell like dead chicken and diesel for months.
That's
I
funny.
can tell you firsthand that is not as like I want to go back outside so bad because I can't stand the smell. It's all right.
Rugged Zach asks, "Are you guys going to continue to do live Friday lives?" Yeah, definitely.
I think that's the goal. I think that's the goal because typically we're all at the shop on Fridays, and
Yeah.
Saturdays I've already kind of gave our schedule away. Even though I've gone live probably the last 3 Saturdays in a row, but every other Saturday Dustin and I switch off. So, it'd probably be every other Saturday, but Friday nights for sure. I think we try to keep that consistent.
If Nate wants to do a live on Saturdays, I'm set up to get pulled in and run shit now. So
yeah. I mean, now
that we're serious when I'm doing pooter shit. There, who asked that question? Rugged Zach. Yeah, when I'm doing pooter shit, stuff got serious.
Suns Out Guns Out says at least it won't smell like some dude's breath from yesterday. Yeah, so now that the shop opens a little bit later, we changed our hours at the shop. I can totally do a live before we open. And that really works out well for me. And I think our audience likes early live on Saturdays too. We seem to get a lot of traction on Saturday mornings. So we can definitely try that out.
So,
and actually,
Nate, something with roosters.
Huh?
Josh PW says, "I'm surprised you didn't send Nate a photo of the rooster before you made it dinner." It was a damn shame he was such a little prick because it was a beautiful rooster.
Yeah.
But I couldn't stand. He kept attacking the wife and attacking the kids and attacking me. And you fuck with me, I'm gonna eat you. It's all.
So what are you gonna make out of him?
Oh, bro, that dude is marinating right now because what a lot of people don't tell you is free range chickens are tough as shit.
Uh-huh.
It's like if you take bootleg leather and made it taste like nothing. That's a rooster for you.
Gotcha.
Mine are all layer chickens, so it's they're not meat chickens, and they free range and they run all over the place. So they have very little fat on them, and they have very tough meat. But
hey, Rugged Zach, you got to go to the bell notification and hit all. We're all gun tubers are under attack right now from YouTube, and you have to go to the bell notification and hit all. And that's probably still not even a guarantee you're going to get notified every time, but
it's not
the best way.
Yeah,
you know what aggravates the crap out of me? It's not like they can't go back and find out who screwed up the algorithm. They got logs of every single update that's ever been made, and they can go, well, on this date, everybody's views just started sucking ass. Oh, Bob Smith made this adjustment. Bob, what the hell did you do? But they're not doing it.
Yeah, I think we already know
off.
the truth. We already know the truth about what's happening. It's just that YouTube is denying it to us. The truth is that advertisers are pushing YouTube to show less gun content or stop showing their ads during gun content. So they're pushing it to other crap. And I don't know if you've noticed too, like YouTube shorts have gotten really shitty lately. If you go to the YouTube shorts, like you're getting a bunch of crap and garbage that kids would watch.
Yeah.
And that's because that's what YouTube is pushing. The largest demographic of people who watch content on YouTube is children. And so they're starting to push more stuff for children, less stuff for adults. And obviously, firearms are for people 18 and over. And that's content that they're slowly but surely putting a chokehold on and restricting. So, we just had, so in the last 3 weeks, we've gotten a copyright strike, a community guidelines violate, and three community guidelines violations. These are videos that we posted over a year ago, except for one of
Yeah.
them. One of them that we got the strike for, which was for posting the Optics Planet logo, and it had their .com in it. We didn't realize that. Now we know not to post .coms that lead you to, that are a link that leads you to somewhere where you can buy firearms or ammo. That's a no. It's not allowed. We know this rule. But we have the G Flex trigger video that we did that had well over 6,000 views on it. And that video that we posted over a year ago just got flagged for a community guidelines violation at the 45th second of the video. And if you scroll over to the 45th second of the video, I'm holding a pistol slide and showing off a laser engraving that I did on the pistol slide. And that's what they flagged us for, and claiming that we were promoting the sale of firearms. That is not what we were doing. We were showing off our work, and it was a laser engraving, and it was not even a complete firearm. It was just the pistol slide. And I reached out to YouTube and appealed that violation, and they denied me. And they removed that video from our library. So now that video is completely gone. And they're slowly doing this. I mean, I know Dave's experienced this. They're going for videos 2 and 3 years ago. And they're flagging you based on their new rules today that they didn't have in place 3 years ago. Now they're flagging you and giving you strikes and violations. And what they're basically trying to do is trying to get you enough violations to where you get 3 strikes in a row and you're out. You're out of YouTube. And now you can't make content on
Yeah.
YouTube ever again. Not even under a different channel.
So one thing, Nate, we need to do, which D-Boss, King of Camo, and a lot of the Foxtrotter, a lot of the people that we interact with don't do. And we don't do it because we don't want to be one of these punk ass simps that are like, oh, you guys gotta go to all my things and like all my things and subscribe to all my things. Well, now, unfortunately, guys, if you want to keep seeing us, the way we fight is by supporting all of our platforms. That way, if one gets taken down, we can go, hey, guys, go to this place and sign up for our new channel here. And then we can keep fighting that way. Because the way I look at it, if you're gonna strike down our channel, I'm just petty enough to get a whole new IP, get a whole new computer, and upload the same shit over again just to go kiss my ass.
Yeah, unfortunately, the YouTube algorithm is smarter than that, and it knows better. It has facial recognition software and has associated your face with your channel, and so you can't even appear on somebody else's channel as a guest once you've been kicked off of YouTube. We know this because James Yeager was kicked off; his channel was banned. And then he was being interviewed on another channel, and that channel got flagged and banned as well for having him on. So YouTube's algorithm actually has facial recognition. They'll know if you're on, and they'll immediately block you.
I'll wear a mask.
Yeah, you could try that. It might work for a little while.
I wear
until they do
Obama
voice
mask.
recognition.
Yeah, I was gonna say until AI recognizes your voice.
Yep. So the other platforms that we are on, definitely follow us there too. We're on. I'm on Twitch, Rumble, Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and
I'm on
Truth
LinkedIn.
Social. I'm not on LinkedIn.
I am.
I'm on LinkedIn, but I haven't touched that damn thing for.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
I
I
put-
should create a LinkedIn.
I post all my stuff to LinkedIn too.
Do
It
you?
helps with the algorithm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll
It
have to
also
do
helps
that.
getting ad offers for like makeup and shit. We had a mascara company contact us. It's like, bitch, did you even watch our shit?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a scam.
Yeah, I know. So it's fun.
Let's see. Here.
It's gonna be an Obama mask. And when they take it down, it's like, why? Because it was a Obama mask. What you got against black people?
Yeah, YouTube is
It's so
really
racist.
gay. Yeah, and that's so true too. Like chicks can show their nipples, their camel toes. They show people doing drugs like heroin, fentanyl, crack, cocaine. You can show all of that stuff. People getting murdered, people, like all kinds. They show all that content. But here we are promoting firearm safety, reviewing firearms and related accessories, and we get banned and we get flagged for these stupid violations that make absolutely no sense. So you're saying you want to actually cater to children and make sure the content is safe for children. Well, what about these videos where people are showing you how to make a crack pipe? People are showing you where to find crack in a particular on a particular street corner in a particular city. Like there's also a heavy amount of racism on YouTube, right? That doesn't seem to get flagged. That doesn't seem to get people banned. You can say the N word in a comment on somebody's video, and you won't get banned for that. But the YouTube algorithm will sense whether we have a 20 round magazine or a 30 round magazine and flag us based on that. It doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense to me.
No, that's
Yeah.
because some liberal in charge made the rules.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, clearly YouTube is run by a bunch of liberals. It's Google product, and we know that Google is heavily liberal. It, it really sucks for guys like us who work really hard at making content to produce for our viewers, and we go through the trouble of not only recording it but then editing it, posting it, tagging it, doing all the background stuff that we need to do in order to make a video as viewable as possible. And we literally, for a 7-minute video, we might have spent 8 or 9 hours put into making that video and posting it. Now it's completely lost, and
Yeah.
and the more that it happens, the more frustrating it gets. I reached out to our YouTube rep, and there's not his hands are tied. There's nothing he can do about it.
No, and he wouldn't even tell you, um, like we're hitting the nail on the head and saying we know this is why, but he won't admit it.
Yeah.
Like he can't. So
Well, it's his job security. He
right.
can't admit the truth because he's more worried about his job security. That sucks. That sucks.
Yep.
People just can't be honest and forthcoming. Help at least admit it so we can find a workaround of some kind, or help us find a workaround. Because the reality is, gun content gets a lot of viewership on YouTube. It is a huge chunk of what's on their platform. So why they would miss out on the opportunity for revenue in that, it blows me away. It blows me away because at the end of the day, kids or no kids, the reality is it's all about the money.
Right. And I think the real frustrating thing for me, like the extra cherry on top of the frustration, is my own personal algorithm has completely changed. And so when I go to I can't even consume short form content on YouTube anymore. I go get that from other platforms now, because you scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and it's the garbage content and nothing's original. Everything that we're creating is original content. And it's so frustrating when, like you said, you put all the thought and the work and the effort into it, and this garbage content is what's being pushed and succeeded. So,
Wisconsin gun guy. Yo, D-Boss, do I get a free gun when I come to your shop? Yes.
yeah, come on in.
We'll even let you take a picture with the battle axe.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that job security is tough these days, but at the same time, there is where does honor and integrity come into that? I guess people are willing to sacrifice that for their job security and living their simpleton lives, but um I'm not one of those. I would rather lose my job for maintaining integrity and honor than worrying about my job security. And I have kids, but I understand, but uh, I don't know. I just feel like this is getting ridiculous. It's getting to the point where they're doing everything they can to keep us from being successful on YouTube. Hey, come to YouTube. We wanna help you build your channel. We want to support you. We want to promote you. But here are all these restrictions. Oh, and by the way, 6 months from now, we're going to change the restrictions again, and then a year from now, we're going to change the rules again. Like, and then we're going to start removing content that you had based on, you know, however many iterations ago our rules were. We're gonna remove your content because now it no longer conforms with today's regulations that we've made up and pulled out of our ass.
Right.
One one bright spot in all this tragedy that's happened recently is the amazing, like, the mass exodus that's happening from the left, because that shooter did not do what he was planning on doing. And a lot of people are going, whoa, look at all these people praising this lunatic. And this is not what I signed up for. And now they're like, well, they're at least going independent. I mean, they're not coming full over to the right, but they're also not, they're no longer drinking the Kool-Aid and
they're
the line.
recognizing the crazy.
Oh yeah. And there's like 9 or 10 like hardcore liberal content creators that were like, this is not what I'm about. And they're drawing a hard line in the sand saying, I'm not with this. And what's going to happen is the left is just going to eat itself, because there's no loyalty there. There's no honor there. Like you said, Nate, there's no honor there. There's no loyalty. There's no true respect. I mean, you can see that from every single presidential debate since the beginning of the time, when they have two parties. They're like, you suck. No, you suck. I'm better. No, I'm better. And then when one of them wins, they're like, oh, I always supported them. It's like, what are you, 9? And they just got a new ball, and now they're like, oh, we're best friends. He's got that Rawlings that's leather. It's like, not Rawlings.
You know what? Yeah, there's a lot of really good comments in here. I want to read a couple of them. Tommy John, or Tommy Boy, he says, I hate all you get is little kids trying to lip sing some song that we have never heard or want to hear. That's true. Yep. A bunch of that garbage content. Like, how is that even productive at all? Is that even entertaining? Do you find that entertaining? I find that the opposite of entertaining. I find that annoying. Show me some original content. How about you actually singing your own original song? instead of lip syncing to somebody else's song. Nobody cares about that. I don't want to see some hot chick lip syncing to some song that has some kind of beat drop, and then all of a sudden she's in a bikini and you can see her nipples and her meat hanging out. You know, like nobody wants to see that. No, but it's kind of disgusting. People want to see actual original content.
Yeah.
So be original, you know.
I hate to say it, the one that gets me is the one where they've got like welding in the background and there's some story being told, because I get caught up in the welding and then I'm like, oh, what, this bitch did what? And then and it's like, then I'm like all into it, and they're like, to find out what happens, stay tuned. You mother, really? I gotta watch another one of these things? Nope. Yeah, I gotta go watch it because I gotta know what happened with her and her fiance and her fiance's sister, and God. And then plus, I gotta see what the end project was that he was welding in the background. It's they hit me on two fronts.
Yeah, there's probably a fake
my
AI
ADHD
story.
just yeah.
What's that?
Yeah. Don't Call Me Radio says, so how long would it take, and could you even get gun tubers to mass migrate to another platform? Would another platform be profitable even after a year or two?
No,
I mean,
because
it's tough.
they don't have the short answer. And I'm sorry to cut you off there, Nate, but the short answer is nobody else has the server farms. You can't. So like the pepper box thing with the unsub guys. Yeah, it would be great to be on there, but first off, it's a subscription based ordeal. So it's not like anybody can just come in and watch content. Also, they don't have the server space, so it's invite only. So they're only going to invite people that it's worth it to keep investing into the servers.
Yep. And we also know that platforms like Rumble fabricate their numbers, right? So they're not actually showing you true amount of views. They're inflating their numbers to make their platform look bigger and better than it is. But the reality is, you go to Rumble, and as a creator, when you're uploading content, you don't have as many options to reach as many people. Their system for uploading and sharing videos is not nearly as good as YouTube's, nor is it as user friendly. And you know, when most people are on YouTube, and you try to move over to Rumble, it's hard to get your subscribers to migrate over to a platform that's also inferior, right? So they have less content on there. They don't have as much content as YouTube does. I mean, YouTube's been around for what, like 16, 17, maybe 18 years, something like that, right? Maybe more.
No, yeah, you're about on. I think 2007.
Yeah. So think about how much content has been uploaded to YouTube. Literally hundreds of gigabytes per second are uploaded to YouTube with new content. And, platforms like Rumble are just not seeing that kind of support. So, I think until Rumble actually does something with their interface, their algorithm, makes it more user friendly and has more content available, they're not going to get people to migrate from YouTube over to Rumble to watch content. Suns Out Guns Out says, I'm worried about getting kicked out of college for writing a paper against DEI, but I'm not backing down anymore. We are Charlie. I mean, right.
For you.
Yeah. Proud of you for that. That's, sticking to your guns. No pun intended, but sticking to your guns.
February 14th, 2005.
There you go. So
that's when YouTube started.
18 years, just over 18 years, right? So that's a lot of content on there.
By the way, Josh, that's a Green Bay Packer hat.
Yeah, I was waiting, Dustin. I was waiting. He was firing me up. It was not a Georgia. I had to look at Nate's hat because I was like, I don't know if Nate all of a sudden became a Georgia Bulldogs fan. which
Oh
I knew
no,
never happened. But
no,
no, that's a Packer hat.
I can't.
Packers play tonight.
I
That's the
can't.
only
I
reason we're
can't
going
even.
live this afternoon.
I can't even watch like 5 minutes of football. I get bored. It's just not my sport.
Miss the good
I'll
old
watch.
days when you like could feel somebody hit another person on the screen, and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it's
That's
just
why I
like,
like the UFC.
I got you, I tagged you, you need to lay down now.
I watch the UFC. I watch boxing. I watch automobile racing. Those are some of my favorite sports to watch.
Well, circle driving,
Uh, huh?
circle
Hey,
driving.
It takes a lot of talent to do 210 miles an hour in a circle with a bunch of other cars. I'll just tell you right now, it takes a lot of talent.
Granted, it's still boring as fuck, son.
No, it is not. It's not as boring as football. Um, yeah,
Well,
right. JW Outdoors, exactly. Pepperbox is subscription based. Getting people to buy into a subscription when YouTube is free is very difficult. I mean, we have 147,000 subscribers. Dave, you have how many?
we're a little over 324,000.
Okay, so 324,000 subscribers. It would be impossible to get that many subscribers to pay a monthly fee to come watch our content. Just
Yeah.
not happening. And I mean, even with that many subscribers, people think like we must be racking in the money. You racking in the money from YouTube, Dave?
No.
No, heck no. We primarily use YouTube to promote our brick and mortar location.
Right.
That's what
Yeah.
we're really doing. We're promoting ourselves and our business, and that's the reason we're on this platform. We're not on this platform to make a ton of money off of ad revenue because that's just not happening. Especially since the new update, they used to count. It used to take a person watching your short at least 5 seconds to watch it and at least 30 seconds of it to be monetized for it. Now, a view is considered swiping past your video to get to the next one. They're competing with TikTok for views, right? Like advertisers only care about the number of views. They don't actually care about the watch time. And so YouTube has completely changed their algorithm to basically accommodate that statistic. And that has hurt us because, in turn, what's happening now is instead of us getting ad revenue for a video that we produce that people actually watch, now the 6 videos before the video that you see ours and the 6 videos after that you see ours, we all have to split that ad revenue on the 13th or 14th video that's an ad, right? So we're getting far less monetization on shorts, which, some people say, hey, why don't you make more long form stuff? Well, there's another
The
challenge.
views aren't there.
Not only
No,
aren't the
nobody's
views
nobody's
there,
watching long form stuff. I
but
miss long form.
yeah, I totally agree. But the problem with the long form stuff is they keep over restricting us as to what we can do,
Yeah.
right?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
how many
And
times have you,
it's automatically going to do it. Like it doesn't even do a scan. It
right?
just automatically thinks, "Oh, you're a gun channel. You're doing this." We automatically assume you violated the guidelines, and then it's
And
a fight.
what kind of sense does it make for us to do a Glock 19 review video when it's already been done by Such and
10,000 other people.
10,000 other people? It's the same content. So we want to try to find ways to make new and exciting content, and now it's being overly restricted. We can't even do that. So they want us to stick to the same boring script, and that's not really what we want to do.
Yeah, they
It
don't even
doesn't
care about
set
the
us
quality of
apart
the
from
content.
anyone. What's that?
These they don't even care about the quality of the content. The one thing that aggravates me is the old school shotguns and old, that have 47 different types with the same model number. And then these morons that keep like putting in a complete disassembly, and all they do is break it down, clean it, put it back together. It's like that's not a complete disassembly.
No.
You're mislabeling what you're misadvertising. When
Oftentimes it's just a field strip.
Oh yeah, like a complete disassembly of a Glock. They take the slide off, they take the barrel out, and they're like, and that's it. Now we put it back together. I mean, it's like, nah, that's not it, fam. You got to take some pins out, and you got to take shit out, and it's got to look like you really took something apart. I mean, there's no accountability for accuracy anymore. And I can't tell you how many times I've had something wonky, and it's like, what is going on with this weird like doohickey in this thing? And I look it up, and it's like sometimes I don't even get. I go and I punch in the exact model number, and I get 87 results, and none of them are even the same manufacturer. And it's like, this algorithm's trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I think the other real big frustrating part is you could argue, Nate, that your channel has had success. I could argue my channel has had success and what we've been doing. And now all of a sudden what we've been doing that's given us this success is no longer working, like a hard cutoff. Like, oh, no, that doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
I can not only say that and argue that and make that point, but I can prove it. I can prove it with simple numbers. Our monthly numbers are literally 80-90% down from what they used to be. So we used to be able to post a video at 7:30 in the morning, and by noon that video at a minimum would have 35 to 40,000 views. And now we are lucky if we have 400 or 500 views by noon. So there is a huge difference, a huge drop in our viewership, and it's because YouTube's not promoting our videos anymore. They're not showing our videos anymore. They're not going to allow us to continue gaining that success that we had just a few months ago. It's literally been probably 4 months since they changed the algorithm, and it's very apparent. I mean, it was an instant decline in viewership. So, YouTube and their reps can deny till they're blue in the face that they're shadow banning us, but we know better. We're not stupid. We can look at the numbers and we can easily see what's going on.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start a new channel where I'm Nasty Nate. That's a great. Don't call me radio. That's a great suggestion. We're gonna go around town, calling out women's camel toes, and taking measurements of meat hanging out of the fridge, and then watch them smoke crack and do a trick. That's gonna be my new channel, Nasty Nate and the Hose. Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
On the ground floor of that
empire. We could call you Dirty Dustin, and you could be my sidekick. And hey, Sassy.
Or just Dirty D.
Yeah, Patrick. I mean, we know YouTube's denying it, but we know that they're not showing our videos anymore. People who had their bell notifications turned on for all of our content, not just our videos and our shorts, but the posts that we make, our live broadcasts, they're not getting those notifications anymore. In fact, when they go back and look, everything's been deselected. People have even noticed that they've been unsubscribed from our channels. So, I mean, we don't need a rocket scientist to figure this out. A couple of rednecks and a couple of Yankees can figure that out.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting surrounded by deer again. But what's up, Sassy? See you down there.
Does the trick involve a ping pong ball? It could. I meant like turning tricks. You know, they let that kind of content slide, but God
Yeah.
forbid we talk about firearm safety. God forbid we review a multi-position super safety. God forbid we show off a thermal optic.
Yeah.
God
Just
forbid
even
we
men,
use a
just
30
even use
round
the words night
magazine.
vision.
Yeah. Yeah. Night vision is literally a banned word. Like you're going to get flagged for that. It's just, it's real stupid. I mean, it's super frustrating for us, because this is the kind of content we want to produce because we have knowledge in on the subject, and they're restricting us in every way they can. Yeah, New York Gunner says that happened to him, so he probably got unsubscribed or his bell notifications taken off. Yeah, exactly. Well, the reason they went unwoke is because YouTube got sued by a bunch of gun tubers. The Leviathan group filed a huge lawsuit against YouTube, and that's why we actually have gun channel representatives now. They were meant to act as a liaising party between us all. I'm getting ate alive by mosquitoes. I just got this bastard. Look at him. Yeah, that's why they created a gun channel representatives, so that the gun channel reps could help guide us on how to make content that would align with the community guidelines. But the problem is they keep changing the community guidelines and making them stricter and stricter, and it's at the point where it doesn't make sense. Like, why? Somebody explain to me why thermal optics is a hot topic that can't be shared.
Well, because the short answer you'll get is YouTube doesn't like animal cruelty, and so hunting videos are considered animal cruelty. And so again, it's one of those where they just automatically, the second you mention it or show it, they just think you're conducting animal cruelty, and they're not going to promote it. So they just do an all stop. At least that's the stupid explanation that I got from the YouTube rep.
uh yeah, I'm not going to give you a shout out. Okay, let's boom, bye. um
What a fucking idiot. Oh, God. I don't have the spoon for
yeah,
that
exactly. Don't call me.
today.
We have to create our own piglet and just have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's so true. um
Yeah, Dustin and I were doing that yesterday. We were literally looking at different ways, different terminologies, different ways to say thermal.
Yeah.
And then finally, we just kind of said, "Nah, screw it. We're just gonna do it."
Yeah. I mean, I think
We
you
gotta give this
can
bitch
say
back
thermal.
anyway.
You can say night vision. You just can't show it. You can't show through the optic lens what
It
it
did.
looks
No,
like.
it didn't matter. We said Dustin said night vision, and immediately we got age restricted and demonetized. He just said it. We didn't show anything,
Yeah.
and I said that to the rep. I was like, "But we didn't show anything." He goes, "Yeah, but you said it." So YouTube is even big on what you say versus you think it would be more on what you show, but it's both. It's both what you show and what you say.
I was reading through the fine print in the algorithm. You can actually handle firearms during a live broadcast if you can prove that you're doing it in a safe method in a place where firearms are meant to be handled, like a shooting range.
How about
Um,
a gun store?
or a gun store, right? So
Yeah.
why are like I showed on our very first live broadcast, I showed a Glock 19 that I had custom painted like this in the camera. Boom, we were shut, blocked for 24 hours. And
Same thing.
then it's like, and then there was no way to actually make a claim or state that we're a gun store in the appeal process. There's a button that says appeal, and that's it. You can't put in any writing or make a statement or anything like that. All you can say is appeal. So then some liberal on the other side at YouTube goes, oh, he appealed, denied, denied. And they don't even watch the full video. They
Yep.
don't even
And
watch the full video.
it comes back immediately.
Yeah.
I've already had it, and of course it comes in at, 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. These restrictions and demonetizations, and you hit appeal, and immediately, like I've already hit it where I hit the appeal button, and then it timed out, accepted the appeal. I shut my phone off. And the second I shut my phone off, I got a ding. I look and it goes, "Your appeal's been rejected."
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so stupid. I mean, we could go on talking
Oh
about
yeah.
it for hours and hours. The idiocy of these rules, how dumb they are. There's not even somebody smart behind making these rules. I could understand if they had legitimate reasons and certain things, but seriously, the difference between a 20-round mag and a 30-round mag,
Right.
who
Yeah.
cares?
And the fact that AI scans that,
Yeah,
and then
who
you have to
cares?
say it. You have to
Uh,
say it also.
Not just that, the federal government has given us permission to build fully automatic weapons, right? We go test and shoot these at the range. We get flagged and banned for shooting a full auto gun that we were totally legally allowed to build, right?
Yep.
We've legally been deemed an authorized representative of the government to sell firearms to the people. So but we can't handle a firearm on a live broadcast. It just doesn't. None of it makes sense.
Well, and I had that argument too with the rep. I said, you ask like to get monetized with the AdSense, and we have to submit all of our business paperwork. I said, how does YouTube not have a way for us to like submit our FFLs to prove that we're an actual federal firearms licensee? Like, and then you should give us that leeway, you know. And I forget the answer that he gave me, but he just said they're just not going to do that.
Yeah.
So
It's so stupid. Like these stores that have started producing MREs, they could advertise. Outdoor places, Crutchfield, Cabela's, like trucks, like dealers, Toyota, Ford, Chevy. They could be getting ad revenue from all these people specifically geared around people that use this shit.
Yep.
And they're so entrenched in their wokeness that they're like, yeah, we don't need that much money. It's like you're idiots.
Dustin, I just noticed this. Are you using a multicolored light?
Yeah.
That's
Pat,
awesome.
I've thought about doing that.
I just turned it on. Actually, it was on blue.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm gonna make it change.
Pat asks
like
a
it.
good question, Dave.
Classy shit.
He said, "King,
Yeah.
do you think you could paint parts on a live, or is that too close to the fine line?" I mean, I think we probably could.
We talked about that.
Yeah,
And I think I would want to get the rep involved first.
get some
That there's
clarification on that.
clarification, but also like a heads up, because Yeah, I think we would want to make sure that he was behind us or like has our back before we
Not
start
just
making
that,
moves
like,
like that.
imagine taking a painted slide that's stripped and a
Mhm.
frame that's stripped and putting them together to show what the paint job would look like. Would the algorithm flag that as a firearm?
And
My guess
where
is
we
it
You're
probably would.
modifying firearms.
yeah
You're assembling a
yeah
firearm.
where we sit now with how specific it is. I wouldn't take that gamble, but if it was like separate parts and not showing them together, that probably works. But I know when I came down and visited your shop and we worked on that. When I say we, you worked on that, coded that 1911 for us. I remember I brought out the frame and then I was like, I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble, but we never did. And
Right.
I kind of thought about it. I was like, well, it doesn't look like a complete, like the
Yeah.
algorithm wouldn't see it as a complete firearm. But you have two hurdles that you have to overcome, and that is one is the YouTube AI algorithm that's going to scan for this stuff, and then the second is YouTube has a whole division of people that their whole job is to watch these live videos, and they pop in and out. They don't watch them in their entirety, but they pop in and out. And if you get somebody that pops in and doesn't like what you're doing, boop, they're gonna kill your channel for 24 hours.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah. I
never know what
mean,
you're up against.
you really don't. And I mean, honestly, given all of the things that we have been flagged for that were bullshit, um, I'd be scared to do it. I'd be scared to do it, to lose all this hard work that we've put in over the last 6 years on our channel to get to where we are now, to lose it over taking a risk like that. Um, I'd be afraid to do it. Honestly, it's it's funny. Yeah, I've gotten 2 DUIs and been sober for a year. October 6th will mark a year of sobriety for me. Bro, I was driving down the road yesterday, headed to a meeting, and a Georgia State Patrol officer got behind me, and my heart just started racing. And I knew that I was sober, didn't have anything illegal in the car. I was minding my own business. I was doing the speed limit. My tag registration was valid. I have insurance on the vehicle. Like, I wasn't doing anything wrong whatsoever, but I got nervous, right? It's kind of that same feeling. Like, YouTube is constantly watching us and waiting for us to slip up and make an honest mistake, and they'll come after you, and basically they're trying to put us in the dirt. They're trying to put us in jail. It's I don't know, man. So yeah, I would hesitate to do something like that personally. Post me painting a gun live. I'd rather film it, edit it, and put it in a video, because that's allowed, than do it
And it can
live.
be a little more entertaining that way. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know how many people here have actually had to paint parts, but it's not exactly all the time. All the time, it's not exactly entertaining. So
Right. Yep. Speaking of which, we actually have some really cool build videos coming. I got a awesome package delivery from Strike Industries. So,
ooh,
like, about a month ago, I was on Strike Industries website because I wanted to build more of a long range style AR 18-inch build. And I thought, I want to get some parts from Strike because I really like their hand guards. And so I started going through all the parts, and I just started adding a part after another part. And the next thing I know, I had like $1,600 worth of parts in my bin. And so I hit up my rep over at Strike Industries, and I was like, hey, would you guys be interested in doing a collab video? I've got all these parts in the bin, in my checkout cart, and was wondering if you'd be willing to send them to me, and we'd shout out Strike Industries. So they were like, yes, and they sent me every bit of it. And
nice.
dude, this box came. It looks like I'm about to build 3 ARs. The amount of parts that they sent me is absolutely ridiculous. I don't even think I can use all these parts on this gun, but Uh, I'm super excited about it.
When you get ready, Nate, call me.
Okay,
I'll walk
yeah.
you through it.
I literally got their cable management system, their AirTag holder, like their all new buffer system, their handguard system that's modular. There's all kinds of really cool stuff that I got. So we're going to be doing a build on that with the Daniel Defense upper and lower. And I've got a fax and barrel and bolt carrier group, but everything else will be Strike Industries. Those are the only 4 parts that Strike doesn't make yet. Although I got word that this Christmas, Strike Industries will be putting out their own upper and lower. So that's going to be really exciting to see because it's going to be futuristic looking. I got you. I got you.
What's up, Nate? Hook us up, Nate. I've got a baller upper and lower that's just been waiting for some stuff, and I've been conflicted. One thing I do know is I am not making this rifle a 50 bale.
Right.
Damn that.
Right.
Yeah, after that conversation. But yeah, apparently, Nate, we're still not cool enough for Strike. They haven't reached out at all.
Well, we have a new rep. The other guy is gone, so I'll mention to him. His name's Carlos. I'll mention to Carlos to hit you guys up. He'll definitely do it.
Is that
cool?
Yes, he was.
Goals?
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was dope. Like he was.
Yeah, he'll be the new contact. Really cool so I'll hit him up tomorrow and let him know about you guys. I think.
What was
that? That's a Formula One car downshifting. That's my notification sound for a text message. I just got a text from Lefty. He said, "Put some hand-me-down stuff on Lefty's AR." Yeah, I'll get in touch with him, and I'll the previous guy, he was kind of on the way out. He's been on the way out for the last 6 months. He left, and then he came back, and then he's leaving again. So I think this is actually his last week at Strike Industries, and he's starting a new company, which we'll be working with as well. That's Atrius. They make super safeties, 3-position super safeties, and we just got our first one test super safety in this week. So I'm going to be putting it into a build, and then we're going to make a video about that, which will probably also get banned.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
but that's what we do here.
Yep, we'll do it.
We make banned content. That should be on a t-shirt.
Get banned and be fucking awesome.
Cool, Pat. That sounds good, man.
My goal: make great contact and get banned.
Yeah. I'm here to violate community guidelines. Sergeant Anime Ryan. Ryan's at home with his newborn baby. Ryan's not been around for the last couple of weeks because he had a baby. But he'll be back. Don't worry. He'll be in the shop on Wednesday this week. So you can definitely... we'll probably go live with Ryan this week. And you can give him a shout out.
Yeah. Sassy, you like my wood?
He's just not as...
That's my shooting pit down there. You can see my backboard down there at the end of the shooting pit. And I had deer. Bunch of deer. Just my whole face there. There we go. There's my shooting pit down there.
Nice.
It's cool until you hit that hidden puddle. And you're soaked to the ankle.
How much land do you have there, Dave?
This is
We got land.
Yes. I got it, Dustin.
I got land.
But every time we got the weird, you remember
the kid
Jacoby? Yeah.
That weird kid with the Yeah, I got land. I
SBI.
already have an FFL, but I'm not doing anything with it. Yeah, that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm
full.
looking at getting land.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I got land. So
Jacoby's full of shit. I'm gonna just say that. As soon as
yeah,
we got off that broadcast, I was like, Dave, that Jacoby kid was full of shit. We both know that in order for the ATF to approve you for an FFL, you have to be conducting business. You can't just say, "Oh, I got land that
yeah,
that
exactly.
eventually one day I'm gonna put a building there and I'm gonna start an FFL." They're not gonna give you an FFL unless you actually have a location.
But
So,
I 100% believe he's an SDI graduate.
oh, I 100% believe that too. Yeah, he's got their top degree, in fact. Uh, he's got their
So,
doctorate's degree.
yeah.
Oh, Dr. Jacoby. That's what
Yeah,
we're going to call him from now on. Oh,
yeah.
boy.
JW, why do deer love shooting ranges? My little range at the house stays covered in whitetails. I don't know, man. I have footage from maybe a year or two ago, and we were shooting, and I was in between, like loading mags or something, or setting up the camera, and the deer just walked right down, right down through the pit and up, right in the middle of shooting. They didn't care. It's because they get fed around here.
When
They're
does your
too
deer season start over there?
well, for gun or for bow or muzzle
Uh,
loading.
yeah, for gun.
Gun, it's the week of Thanksgiving,
Okay.
and that's it. So it's that.
Oh, really?
Um,
That's it?
yeah, it's just that 1 week through that Thanksgiving week. It starts the weekend before and ends the weekend of Thanksgiving.
So, what about bow hunting? Is that a longer period?
Yeah, bow is through. Dustin, I don't know if you remember, but bow is like beginning of November.
September
Or
13th to
yeah,
September 13th to January
yeah. I was
31st.
gonna say I couldn't remember exactly where it started, but I knew it ended in like January, and then muzzle loading is the following.
Week after
Is it
gun
just
season?
1 week?
December 1st to the 10th.
Yeah.
It's 10
Yep.
days.
Gotcha. Yeah, bow
But
season's already started here. And then gun season is a little bit longer than yours.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to correct that. Archery and crossbow is from September 13th to January 4th.
Yeah, so gun season in Georgia is October 19th to January 12th. So we have a much longer gun season than you.
yes, we could use it. I mean,
That's because y'all can't
That's not
shoot.
true.
That's why you lost the war.
Oh, we're
yeah.
going to go
Well,
there.
have you ever seen the meme, Nate, that that week of November, that our deer hunting week, over 600,000 hunters go to the woods
Oh,
in the
wow.
state of Wisconsin. Yep, it's
Isn't
over
that kind of
600,000.
dangerous?
So, so the meme is
Bro, let me tell you about
the
danger.
meme. Yeah, the meme is that week of November, Wisconsin has the third largest army in the entire world. So, yeah, no, if you've got private property, you're okay. But the public land you want to avoid.
Ground-leasing shit. It's the Wild
Yeah,
West.
when that
When
sun
I
comes
first
up,
moved back to
orange.
Wisconsin, yeah. When I was the first week or the first season I was back in Wisconsin, I'm sitting in a tree and just hanging out. I was squirrel hunting. I love squirrel. And all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I hear I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm good. I'm going to
Holy
the house.
shit.
I'm not fooling around in these woods
Yeah,
no more. So it was one of those
that's
things
kind of
where
dumb.
There
Kind
are
of dumb
so
that they would
many.
send that many people out in that 1 week period to shoot with firearms. That's kind of dumb.
hey, Sassy.
There's so many stories just like Dustin's where guys are almost getting hit and they're not being seen. But there's other stories of, okay, so all the hunters are in the tree line and one deer comes out into the field and 4 or 5 guys shoot at the same time, whose deer is it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those are headaches that I do not want to have.
Oh my goodness. That sounds retarded.
Yeah. You know how many people hunt our land? One. My brother-in-law Jason. And everyone keeps asking me, well, can I hunt your land? No, fuck off. Because I know I've watched Jason shoot, and I know that fool can thread a needle. So, and I know I'm being around him and his kids with guns. He takes his safety seriously. So, I mean, he wouldn't even take a shot on a coyote because he was up in a stand. His shot would have been down, but there's a farmhouse behind the coyote. He wouldn't even take that shot. I'm like, okay. I would have taken that shot because my bullet's going downwards. But
do you guys have hogs in Wisconsin?
Allegedly, there's supposed to be some kind of population of it.
I think it was in the late. Yeah, so supposedly in the late 80s, some dipshit imported a hog straight from Russia. And it was like up in the I think it was in the like the Wausau Merrill area. And he bred it with common hogs, and then released them.
Oh.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I hear there's like a real small population of them, but I haven't seen any. And then also, I mean, the neat one is they released elk. So we didn't have elk. We haven't had elk in Wisconsin for, I think, maybe like 100, 200 years. And there's now an elk population enough for us to have an elk season.
Wow.
Which is wild. Huh. If you ever hear an elk in the middle of the night,
yeah,
I thought it was a Sasquatch. Not gonna lie. You know those?
Is that also bringing a wolf population to Wisconsin?
We finally got our wolf season. Yeah, the wolves were way down, and then they came back real bad. So now there's wolf season. So,
oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
But the elk at night, I don't know if you've ever, those tubes that your kids would spin.
Yeah,
it makes that sound like it's kind of like that. The elks make that noise, and one just happened to be, I don't know, over here somewhere as I just laid my head on my pillow, and it made a noise. And I freaked the fuck out.
Dave got up, got his shotgun, and sat on the front porch all night.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. So I started blasting.
Tyler D,
Dude, that was one of the best shorts that you guys have made in a long time. That one, I laughed so hard when he woke up and he was like, "Get off my lawn." That was great. That was great. Whoa.
Tyler D, I don't think.
Here goes my camera.
What's that? Oh man, the cord saved it.
The cord saved it. Sure did. It got animated.
Tyler D, I don't think they're shooting at me, bud. I just think it was close enough for me to hear it zip past me. I wasn't too far off of the beaten path. Like I could see my truck from where I was sitting, so I doubt that was aimed at me. But you're not wrong.
See Dustin,
someone misses me, that's a bad shot.
If you see Dustin in the woods, it's a for sure Sasquatch sighting. Until he holds up his bits, and then you go, "Oh, those are some sexy bits."
Oh, that's funny,
guys. I gotta get going here in probably 2 minutes. Just as a heads up.
Dustin says, or Tyler says, Dustin, let's be real. If someone mistakes you for a deer, it was in fact not a mistake. And if they miss, possibly even worse. Yeah.
The 15 deer that were to my left here, whatever, a half hour ago, not one of them was bigger than Dustin. So that's a bullshit statement.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, can we leave Dustin the fuck alone now? Like, you're
Sexy
taking
bitch.
enough shots.
Not
Can this be done?
not with those bits. We can't leave you alone with those bits. Sexy bits.
All right. Well, yeah, I think we can wrap it up, guys. We've been on here for about 2 hours now. Hey, everybody that was in here, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful, blessed weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys next week. Okay.
Real quick, Nate. Suns
Yep.
Out, Guns Out says that we should have an old man challenge coin. I think we should have an old man and Nasty Nate
Oh yeah.
double headed challenge coin. We'll work on that.
Yep.
So,
that's actually, I have some brass challenge coins on the way, so we might have to make that happen. All right,
for
guys.
everyone that went over and subscribed
We'll
to
see y'all
my
later.
channel as well.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. So.
That's a great point. Let me actually one more time in the chat get some dirt time. 4606. Go subscribe to Dustin's YouTube channel. He's going to start putting out content, gunsmithing stuff, gun
consistent
myths,
content,
do's and don'ts, just all kinds of cool stuff about firearms.
Yeah.
He's going to share his knowledge, of which he has.
I'll probably be restricting any of my shooting content to Instagram.
Yeah,
they seem to be a little bit more loosey goosey with the shooting.
Oh yeah, for
stuff,
sure.
So.
You can show full vag on Instagram, so shooting's okay.
I will not be doing that, for the record. That is not what my content is going to be.
Yeah. But you're gonna see. I'll
save that for.
You're gonna get an eye load of those bits.
That's right. Well, thank you guys for getting on the live with me. Appreciate you boys. Y'all have a great weekend. Dave, enjoy the cabin. Dustin, enjoy your rooster for dinner. And we'll talk to you guys later.
All right, go Pack, go.
All right, guys.